Welcome to the Career Pathway Channel, guiding nurses on the pathway to success.
Hello great nurses, welcome to the Career Pathway Channel where we guide nurses on the pathway to success. This is NUS 102, Communication in English. In Module 2, we discussed on how to make oral presentations. Here in Module 3, we want to know the essential elements of a correspondence. Priority circles remain the same. Red circles indicate these areas are a must-know for your exam. Orange circles indicate these areas are good for your clinicals. And green circles indicate these areas need to be skimmed through at later times. With regards to Module 3, here are the objectives to be achieved. Number 1, we'll know the various types of correspondences. Number 2, we'll explain the various parts of a letter. Number 3, we'll differentiate between formal and informal letter formats. 4, we'll explain the characteristics of styles suitable for formal and informal letters. Number 5, we'll explain the functions of the first, the middle, and the last paragraphs of a letter. Let's begin with objective number 1. We want to know the various types of correspondences. But before we dive in, what is a correspondence? A correspondence is a mutual exchange of written communications, such as letters, emails, or messages between two or more parties. It refers specifically to the practice or record of sending and receiving messages, typically in a formal, professional, or personal context. There are various types of written communication that individuals and organizations use to communicate. These include number 1, letter, memorandum, circular, email, report, and finally, notice. In class situation, your tutor will give you particular assignments and class activities on how to write all these. Take note of them, take the classes seriously because they make up the bulk of your examination. Let's begin with number 1, letters. A letter is a formal or informal communication sent to individuals or groups. It is divided into formal or informal. Formal letters are letters used for business, professional, or official communication. Example, job application is a formal letter, inquiry letters are formal letters. The other hand, we have informal letters. Informal letters are personal letters used for communication, usually between friends, family, or close associates. Number 2 type of correspondence is called a memo, or in full, a memorandum. Memorandum is a brief, informal message used within an organization to communicate internal matters, often about policies, procedures, or reminders. For instance, if the school needs to inform students on a particular decision they've made, it is through a memo that they will do that. Or maybe the SUG, Student Union Government, wants to inform students on a particular update. They usually use a memorandum. Number 3, circular. A formal letter or notice sent to a large group of people, usually for announcements or to give information about something or general interest. For a larger population, circular is used rather than a memorandum. Number 4, emails. An email is a modern form of written communication used both informally and formally. Number 5, report. A report is a detailed documentation of information often used in a professional or academic context. All through your nursing journey, you'll be writing reports. You'll be documenting client care reports. You'll be documenting personal reports on different clinical experiences. So report writing is a must-do in the nursing profession. Number 6, notice. Notice is an official correspondence or announcement that involves announcement or communication typically posted publicly or distributed within an organization. For nursing, you must know that writing is our everyday activity, and there is need for us to know how to write correspondence and who to address these correspondences to. Let's move to objective number 2. We want to explain the various parts of a letter. A letter typically consists of several parts which are organized in a specific structure, especially in a formal communication. These parts include sender's address, date, recipient's address, salutation or greeting, body, complimentary close, and signature. These are the parts of a letter. We want to look at the sender's address. The sender's address is also called the writer's address. It is placed at the top of the letter. In formal letters, it is usually aligned to the left top. For example, this could be the first address, 123 Main Street, Lagos. The next thing that comes after the address is the date. The date when the letter is written in formal letters is written on the right hand side, just immediately after your personal address. For example, 12th August 2025. Recipient's address. The recipient's address is the address of the person or organization receiving the letter. In formal letters, this is placed after the date. For example, Dr. John Doe, Medical Director, XYZ Hospital. Salutation or greeting. A respectful greeting used to address the recipient. If it is a formal letter, it's usually something like, Dear Mr. Smith. If it is informal, it could be something like, Dear John. Number 5, the body of a letter. The body of the letter is the main content of the letter. It is often divided into 3 parts. The introductory part, which states the purpose of the letter. The main content, which provides the detailed explanation or discussion. And the conclusion, which summarizes the message and may contain a call to action. Number 6 component of a letter is the complimentary close. It is a polite phrase used to end the letter. If it is in a formal situation, you will say yours sincerely or faithfully, usually followed by a comma. In an informal situation, the complimentary close is best regards, followed by a comma. The next component is the signature. The writer's signature is written, followed by their printed name. For formal letters, the designation or position is often included. So if it's a formal letter, the position of the writer is usually included. Let's move to objective number 3. We want to differentiate between a formal and an informal letter format. This is a possible examination question. You could be asked to differentiate the types of letters. With regards to the aspects, the formal letters and informal letter differences are as follows. In reference to purpose, formal letters are usually used for professional, business, or official matters. For informal letters are used for personal communication between friends or families. In the aspect of the tone, formal letter takes polite tone, respectful tone, and impersonal tone. Informal letter takes a casual, a friendly, or a personal tone. With regards to the aspect of language, formal letters take standard professional vocabulary, no contractions. Informal letters are conversational. They can include contractions and slangs. With regards to structures, formal letters follow a strict format. After address comes the date, followed by salutation, followed by the date, and lastly the complimentary close. With informal letters, they are less rigid. They often omit some formalities like addresses. With regards to salutation or greeting, the formal letter takes greetings such as Dear Mr. Smith. Informal letters take Hi John or Dear John. With regards to complimentary close, Formal letters take complimentary close like yours sincerely, and informal letters take complimentary closes like best regards or warmly. With regards to the aspect of use of address, formal letter includes sender's and recipient address. In informal letters, the sender's address is often omitted. With regards to signature, formal letter takes a full signature including title and designation. For informal letter, there is usually just the first name or even a nickname. Objective number 4, we want to explain the characteristics of styles suitable for formal and informal letters. With regards to format and style, formal letters take the following styles. The language is clear, concise, and precise. It avoids slangs or overly casual expressions. The format is usually in strict adherence to the formal structures, and the tone is objective, neutral, and very professional. For an informal letter style, the language is usually flexible and conversational, often with colloquial expression. The formats are less rigid. They may omit certain formalities like even address. The tone is warm, personal, and friendly. I want to look at objective 5. It says explaining the functions of the first, middle, and last paragraph. So in objective 5, we'll explain the function of various paragraphs of a letter. The first paragraph functions to introduce the purpose of the letter. It grabs the recipient's attention. In a formal letter, these often include a reference to a previous conversation or an introduction to a subject matter. For example, I am writing to inquire about your current medical services. This captures attention in the first paragraph. The middle paragraphs. Middle paragraphs usually explain the details of the subject matter. This section may contain information, questions, or clarifications depending on the purpose of the letter. So basically, the middle paragraph tells you the major story or the major information that needs to be heard. For example, I would like to know the range of treatments available and the fees associated with each. Comprehensively talks about much details required for the middle paragraphs. So the last paragraph. The last paragraph functions to conclude the letter. It's often with a call to action or a summary of the request. It may express gratitude or anticipation of a response. For example, I look forward to hearing from you soon. It could also have something like, thank you for your time and assistance. So basically, you understand that every letter must have these 3 paragraphs. Every letter must have at least 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph, the second paragraph, and the third paragraph. And every paragraph begins with a topic sentence. What is a topic sentence? Take note of this information. You must have heard of it. A topic sentence is basically the main sentence in a paragraph. It expresses the central idea which the writer wants to communicate. So basically, for every paragraph, there must be a topic sentence. The topic sentence will tell the reader what the paragraph will be about. It guides the rest of the sentence, and it keeps the paragraph focused. It usually appears at the beginning of a paragraph, but it can appear in the middle or the end depending on the writing style. For instance, let's assume you want to talk about cardiovascular fitness and you begin your paragraph thus. Regular exercise is essential for maintaining good physical and mental health. You put a full stop. What you just said now is your topic sentence. If you want to continue writing, you can now say, after a full stop, you can then say, it improves cardiovascular fitness. It also helps to reduce stress and anxiety. It strengthens the muscles and bones. That makes a full-blown paragraph. I hope you understand what this topic sentence is, and I hope you will begin to use them as you write your next examination. As I round off, these are the circles to success. Practice all the types of correspondence: letters, memo, reports, and even minute writing. These make the bulk of your written examination. You must also learn to make a sentence paragraph. A paragraph must contain a topic sentence, like I have earlier explained. There is need to skim through this video at later times. Go over this video again to properly grasp it. I want to thank you for staying tuned up to this time. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment in the comment section, and tell us how you feel about our videos. Till meet
The
again,
Career
peace,
Pathway
bye-bye.
Channel. Guiding nurses to success.